In what ways do our programs stand out?
Our tradition has always been the study of media and film and journalism, and really looking at the politics of those areas, the industries that shape them, the trends and the kind of larger patterns which shape those fields. And we teach students how to think and navigate those things.
Coming as a mature student and being surrounded by others in the same situation, everyone's got such a different background, everyone can bring insights, things from their work, things from their life to it. You know, some of the discussions we've had about the social media, about TikTok, had some really great discussions around that.
The practical skills that you learn in those particular pieces of software or equipment are changing all the time. So within 2 years of getting your degree, that kind of technical infrastructure will be completely different. And so it's very important to learn how to teach yourself, how to learn how to navigate that, but also just kind of think about why that's occurring. So what are the trends, what are the patterns which are dictating the path of the way that digital media, journalism, film are moving into the future, so that you can in some ways anticipate those changes and to be able to impact those changes and to be in some ways kind of one step ahead of that very rapidly changing environment.
I'd say the main unique feature of our programs is their combination of academic and vocational focuses. So we've made sure that our courses adapt over time to this very quickly evolving media and creative industry landscape.
How do our programs encourage practical work?
We do provide production level elements. So on film programs, we have increasingly modules where students will be asked to pick up a camera, learn how a camera works, learn about editing, learn about these kind of technical skills which really shape the way films are made and shape the viewing process of films.
Another thing that Birkbeck is really good at is showcasing our portfolio and films that we've made, and there's one coming up next month which I'm really excited about because I've got 2 projects in there. So I think it's going to give us a chance to kind of just see what everyone's done over the year and maybe network and build relationships.
So the cinema is a great resource for students on our MA in programming and curating. They get a chance to actually really curate programs. It's not just a theoretical thing, you know, this would be an interesting program. They get a chance to source the films, present them, and see what the response is. And they get a public audience. That, I think, is a unique opportunity.
We've had students go on to publish at The Guardian, but also digital outlets like Vice, that's quite a popular one these days. Otherwise, students are going for more, I guess, literary publications. So we had someone publishing in the London Review of Books. And of course, it's not just written journalism that students are able to do. We also offer them the option of doing some kind of a podcast or a film as well.
What notable research projects are we conducting?
We are a research-based university, and so our lecturers are working at the forefront of the research and study within these fields. It's one of the ways in which we're able to keep on top of those changes that I was talking about.
In the last few years, I have been working on a British Academy funded research project that interrogates the language of race in BBC radio news in the period after the Second World War. This is a project in partnership with the BBC Archive, and we're now working on the project's website that will host over 200 original BBC news scripts, podcasts with members of communities from African and Caribbean backgrounds from across the UK, and other materials. And our aim is to offer an online open access resource that will be useful, we think, for anyone working on racial justice, decolonizing education and history, media policy, practice and training.
And increasingly, of course, we're looking at AI. So I've had a number of research projects where we've been working, for example, with the V&A Museum and working on actually text-to-image generation models that are trained on the catalog and collection of the V&A Museum. So looking at the way in which cultural institutions might perhaps make use of AI technologies while also understanding that there are massive ethical issues with these technologies. To how do they perhaps make use of them or at least react to them, but also do that in a critical way.